Hey guys, it's Bethany Drew here with Stampin' Up, and on this dreary, almost the end of October day, um, and my mom was just here visiting because we were talking about baby shower stuff. My sister Kristen is pregnant and due in December with baby number 5. She has had 4 boys and she's finally having a girl. So we are getting all excited about my sister having a little girl, Pink, amidst all of her boys. So we just were talking about what we're going to do for the shower. People are coming here, and so of course I've got to make something cute for little gifts, and so I got to work on tags. But again, fun work. And I love it. So today we're going to talk about the Cup of Christmas bundle. Every week I try to focus mainly on one bundle because there's so much good stuff. I don't want to overwhelm you, but we're also going to review, and I'll look over some cards I've made with the Christmastime is Here suite, because that's coming November 1st. It's available. Hey, Barbara Ann. Yay. I love it when you come visit me. But the Christmastime is Here suite is going to be available November 1st. It is one of those suites. It's gorgeous. I'll show you the designer paper and everything that's in it again, just because I would suggest you use the hostess code and order on November 1st. Oftentimes these while supplies last suites don't last long. And it's such a beautiful suite. So we'll look over that real quick too. And I'll show you making just a couple things. Just that made me laugh anyhow, so you don't have to post any goofy picture. You're funny, Barbara Ann. So, now that I have one person visiting me, thank you, Barbara Ann, love you. We're going to jump into, and I will show you my one person visiting. No, a lot of times people come late. But I'm going to show you some cards that I've made with the Cup of Christmas. And it's such a cute set. So here we go. Let's turn it around. Okay. I've got a lot more written on here than normal. Hello, Maxi. Guten Tag. Or I guess I should say Guten Abend. It's probably late there. Paper Pumpkin, if you subscribe by November 10th, is going to be 24 Christmas tags. So that's kind of fun. Last week I showed you the beautiful Christmas cards in our October thing. These are numbers, which I'll show you later for the Christmastime is here. Guten Abend. My holiday retreat is coming up November 23rd, and I'm super excited. I'm getting people's goodie bags ready for that, and I would appreciate people RSVPing or registering by November 10th, just to me. Oh, thank you, Maxie. Danke. Every once in a while I do get makeup on. But my holiday retreat is going to be an all-day event from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. If you can't stay that whole time, that's fine. But no hat, you're right. I will take out, there's going to be a lot of fun surprises. I will take out my punches and some of my Christmas dies, and I'll have one big shot set up to cut and one big shot set up to emboss stuff so that you can use my tools. And I will have 5 or 6 make and takes. I'm getting those prepared for cards and a couple maybe little 3D box type of things that you can make. And so I'm getting that ready. I'm so excited. There are a few spots left. There's more than a few spots left. I think I have about 4 people who have registered. There's a couple people who are still out there saying they want to come. So I know I have at least 5 or 6 spots, definitely, that haven't been claimed. So make sure you let me know by November 10th if you want to do that retreat day. It's $75, and it's for all day. It'll include 2 meals. I'm putting together and collecting a bunch of different accessories, so ribbon, glitter dots. I have and designer paper, I'll have a little goodie bag of things for you guys to either use in your cards or go home with. So that's exciting too. The new hostess code is right here, 4KWS3C9B. So anyone who orders using this hostess code, if you order $30 or more, I will send you a thank you card for your order. And let's look at the Christmas or Cup of Christmas. This is the Cup of Christmas stamp set, which is really cute. And this, for the first time ever, is showing off one of our stamps that is reversible. So you can stamp it in either direction because it has the pattern on both sides, which is really cool. And again, a reminder that the dies that match the stamp sets, they fit right in your stamp case, which is really nice. I put a little bit of, I go to Michael's and get magnetic sheets. So if I pull up the corner, I think you can see. I get magnetic sheets that I put down onto there and put a piece of paper over. Inconceivable. You're so funny. And then I cover it and make it pretty with designer paper, but then I can stick it on this sheet and they hopefully will stay kind of in where they are. So your dies fit right in here, and these dies are so cool because they have the one that cuts out the cup. It's got a couple that will cut out stripes, and one that has a little poinsettia, which is cool. Little tags, candy canes, a little bow, hollies. So it's got a lot of fun stuff. And this is a photopolymer set, so they're totally clear. And it's just a really cute set. So I'm going to show you some cards. First, starting with traditional Christmas colors. So here I stamped over, this is Poppy Parade, the bright red. I stamped with my buffalo check stamp the black over the red paper. Isn't that so cute? It just looks so cozy, doesn't it? And then I just used my dies to cut out a black cup, and I embossed with white the Sending You a Cup of Cheer. Cut out the little leafy things. So it didn't really take too long. And then the little string of whipped cream is this little hidden treasure, Snowfall Accents Puff Paint. You shake it up a little bit, and then you just put a thin strip of it anywhere, and they can, if you put little dots, they'll puff up. When you heat it with a heat gun, it puffs up. So it's kind of cool. So you can do little snowflakes and snow, and for this one, I used it for the whipped cream. And speaking of that, the same thing, here's another Christmassy color with plaid designer paper in the background, in our Perfectly Plaid suite. And then something that I saw on someone else's blog is they use this pretty label, and I cut mine in half actually, so you can make two little mounds of whipped cream on the top. So this doesn't have to be coffee, it could be a mocha latte, or it could be hot chocolate lovers, because I'm more a hot chocolate lover. But this is a cool idea, just to punch, and then after I punched it out in white, I actually then spread my Snowfall Accents paint, a real thin layer. Again, you don't want to do it too droppy, because then when I heat it, it kind of bubbled up a little, and it really makes it look like the foam, which is kind of fun. So, and isn't that pretty, the little poinsettia? So it cuts that out, and I just used my fine tip glue pen to put a little glue on there and put those down on the red cups. And then I stamped with my white, say what? Barbara, and I love when you visit. And then I stamped with my white craft pad, because it's almost like paint. When you're using your white craft, it takes a little while to dry, but I love that you can stamp on the dark colors. Here's a totally different look. Isn't that pretty? So cute. The candy canes, the card whisper. Funny. You're on a roll, Barbara. So I love how the candy canes, when you put them opposite sides, they make a little heart. Sweet Christmas wishes. Um, and the little holly leaves are just so cute too. So pretty. Um, and I did do, this is watercolor paper, so I wet it first with my aqua painter, and then I used ink refill that I just put on my block. I used my aqua painter to just make a real light watercolor wash. So I kind of did it in a circle. And it turned out real light, and it's just kind of a pale background, which is pretty, to the soft colors. Um, Here I used my masks. Remember, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I showed all the masks. This is just fun polka dots. And again, I cut out the black cup, stamped in the white. I love all our embossing folders. They just add a bit of texture really quickly, and then I just added a border of red. Super simple. Added those hollies, but I love adding blue in with Christmas colors too. Isn't that fun? Now I'm going to show you a few that are, I haven't put a sentiment on here, but because I don't know if I want this to be just a thank you or a birthday, but you can go, you don't have, it doesn't have to be Christmas. So it's a cup of Christmas, but it could be a cup of Thanksgiving. Could be a cup of thanks. It could be a cup of birthday. So this watercolor paper too, and I did a little bit darker of a color watercolor circle, and then stamped one of the little stamps behind there and popped up my cup. Now this one, ooh, can I get some love and likes for this one? I love, actually it was really funny. I had 6 new people come to one of my Christmas card classes, which was awesome, and they almost used up a Wink of Stella glitter brush because they found the Wink of Stella brush and they were covering everything with the Wink of Stella, which is funny. They made me laugh. But it is awesome. The glitter brush just adds that little bit of sparkle. So this is where there's so many different ways to decorate your cups. This, I had the petal pink, and then I stamped with Rococo Rose over with my rose stamp, and then covered it with the glitter. This one I just ran through an embossing folder, and isn't that beautiful? That embossed raised flower on there. And then this is one of the things that the dies will actually cut out, and I just put color on color. So, and then add a little tag there. So cute. Yum, birthday wishes. And then you could throw in a little gift card for somebody, like a Starbucks gift card or something, for a birthday. And ooh, more love and wows. Voila! Isn't this so beautiful? This was one of the stamp sets that was on sale, called Beautiful Friendship. It was on sale for that one day only sale. But here's thinking outside the box again. I think I saw an example on Pinterest of someone who used different colors, but they used this Beautiful Friendship. And then I used my mint macaron gingham paper in the background, and just stamped the very happy to know you. You could make a beautiful, this could be a thanks or a birthday card as well too. So these mugs are yes, you do want to touch, Barbara Ann. Yeah, especially these. They're really cool. I know, I wish I could let you reach out and touch. That would be awesome. Yes, all these embossing folders are amazing. I love the Big Shot. It's awesome. I mean, most of my cards I can't really do without my Big Shot. So, aren't those so cute? More things to want and need. That is what I love about showing the stamp sets. Is they are versatile. You don't have to get stuck in Christmas. But one more thing that I'm going to show you guys right now, real quick, to make is this cute little hot cocoa packet. So the back is just kind of ugly. And it's just, the front is decorated, and I embossed it with the sweater embossing folder, the front. And I'll show you how I got this cool jagged line there. And then I stamped on the inside the wishing you a Christmas filled with love and happiness. This would be a cute little thing to make for, I love making little things like this for teachers to make. I do like getting stuck in Christmas too, Barbara Ann. Let me tell you, my Christmas classes, I had Christmas music going on, and my son and my husband were both commenting how it was way too early. But I was so excited to put on Christmas music. So I did the same thing with this pretty label punch again and made a little cool up on top. And here's another way to use your cup is just cut it out in designer paper. So that's just designer paper, our snowman designer paper, and then stamped over that. So I'm going to show you real quick. Stay with me and let's put it together. Now, you start off, I just lost my hollies. You start off with a piece that is 5 inches by 11 inches. So you don't have to trim the length at all of your paper. I lost one of my... Now I'm going to show you reasons when you make little things like this. It's so nice to have a scoring tool. You can just use your I need to move stuff here. You can just use your paper trimmer, but having a scoring tool is really nice. So along the sides, because I wanted the width of this to be about 4 inches, so this packet will fit in here. So it's about the same size as a card, but I wouldn't put it in an envelope. I mean, I guess you could, but it'd probably be extra for the weight. Okay, so I'm gonna take my score tool and I'm gonna go all the way down at a 1/2 inch, and then I'm gonna take it, move my camera a little bit, and then I'm also going to go a 1/2 inch down the other side. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn it and score. So 1/2 of 11, we got to do a little math, is 5 1/2. So I'm going to take it down to 5 1/2. Okay, so the scoring is pretty simple, just 2 1/2 inch sides, and then this helps me fold it in half. And again, one of the sides, so I want, I'm going to trim off these, this is going to be the back, and I'm going to trim off these sides. Okay, so just with your, you could trim it off with your paper snips, but I'm going to show you too how nice it is to have our new paper trimmer. If you don't have a paper trimmer yet, these are just super nice. Be able to see what I'm doing here. All right, so this lifts up, and it actually, when you press down, it kind of locks it in place. So I'm going to find where the cutting is, where the cutting line is, and line it up. And I want to cut just down until my score, till I get to my score line, which is awesome because I can cut straight down. And then there's a little line, let me tilt it just a little more. There's a little line right here that shows me I've gone far enough. So I stop right at my score line, and I can trim these off. So same thing on this side. And I'm actually trying to score a little bit more off. So I'm going to go a little bit inside my line. Score all the way down to my score line again. Or I didn't score, I cut all the way down, I should say. Okay, so you see this is the back. These are going to be the flaps that are going to go around. But you're saying, I think you're still saying, wait, how did you get that fun edge? Well, I'm going to cut off part of it with, I think this is the biggest size of my nesting, they're stitched nested labels. And this is where, I'm just going to show you, this is my magnetic platform, so this stays put when I put it down. And if I tilt this to the side, I can get, this is where I'm going to get this jagged line here, and it's going to be straight and it's stitched, which is awesome that I can do that. So I'm lining up the middle of my metal thing with the score line here. Okay, so then I'm going to get this line here, and it will cut off almost that whole thing. I think I'm going to move it up just a little bit more. All right, so now I'm going to, thank you, Barbara Ann, you're awesome. Now I'm going to go run it through the Big Shot. Jeopardy music. Okay, I'm back. Did you hear my Jeopardy music going on here? Okay, so now I'm just going to trim these off. These are just our tabs. And I can fold over the sides. Let me get my paper trimmer and score out of the way here now. So now when I fold this in half, I'm going to be able to fold these tabs around the back. Now some people might, I don't know what's better. I kind of like leaving more room because some people might want to put the tabs on the inside, but I feel like it holds it better if you put it on the outside. So now all I need to do, before I put it together, I do want to emboss it. So I'm going to throw it in my sweater embossing folder. So that's this. So I'll just throw it in here, and I'm going to line up my scored part kind of towards the bottom. So I'm going to run that through the Big Shot with my embossing folder. And I tell you, the texture that it gives is awesome. Voila! Isn't that fun? Now it's just not plain red, but it's got like a sweater background texture to it. So fun! Who knew that paper was so awesome? Barbara Ann, you're going to come to the dark side. I'm going to convince you that you need paper in your life. I guess I shouldn't say it's the dark side. Yes, the sweater stuff is awesome. Okay, so this is just tear and tape. So I just ripped off a couple pieces. The tear and tape is just really good to use when you're putting like favor boxes and stuff, because then I can just rip off the other side. Seriously, Barbara Ann, I'm going to turn you over. But whether or not you get addicted to paper or not, you're still my friend. I still love you. You come on and say hi and add some comic relief to my videos. It's good enough for me. Isn't it so pretty? Love it. Okay, so really quickly, I've already cut out the little cup. So we're making, if you're just coming on now, we're making a little cocoa packet that holds cocoa for a teacher or something. Now to add a little dimension around your cup, I love sponging. Sponges are my friend. Our Stampin' Up! Sponges come in a whole circle, and then I cut them in quarters. And if you don't want your fingers to get all messy, you can just hold it with a clothespin or something else. Now I'm just scraping along the edges because this is just going to make it pop out a little bit more. Cocoa. Isn't that fun? Just gives it a little bit more dimension. That's with the soft suede. I like sponging with the soft suede. And then I don't actually have to even re-ink. I'll just use the ink that's already on the sponge to ink around. That kind of gives even the Cool Whip a little bit of a... Now all I have to do is add a little adhesive on the back, put my Cool Whip in the back. Oh, I forgot that So it's got that little Cool Whip there. And then we just need to add, pulling it all out. You guys, are you not impressed with my paper skills? Now I'm going to stamp down, sending you a cup of cheer. So cute. Cover up my ink. And if that weren't enough, we're going to add the little holly leaves because they're just so adorable. And you want glue dots for that because they're so skinny and thin. So I just put a glue dot kind of behind where I'm going to, and actually both of these holly leaves should fit on one glue dot. Now to make sure that those stay, I'm going to put a dimensional down right over them so they don't move. And that's going to be closer to kind of the top, so I'll just put one more dimensional closer to the bottom of my cup. Oh, fill my cup, let it overflow. I don't know why, Barbara Ann, when you're on, I feel like singing. I don't know why that is. Isn't that cute? And that didn't take very long. And then you can have slide your little your hot cocoa packet in there. And I also I just put a strip of designer paper and stamped in the back there too. So when they take that out, but you don't need to see me do that. That's not the amazing part. What I showed you was the amazing part. Did you like that? Kind of fun? Sending a cup of cheer, wouldn't that be just great for, I don't know, even a friend, teachers? Cool little gift to give. Okay, so that's that. Barbara Ann, what is the time? How am I doing on time? My son is always like, I'm done, Mom. Can't you pick me up from the weightlifting? Okay, so this, I wanted to just show you quick too the power and the beauty of the reversible stamps. So these, oh, thank you, Barbara. So these stamps, if you can see, they have holes actually all the way through. So no matter which side you put it on, it's reversible. So you can stamp them in both directions. What? Say what? Amazing. So I wanted to kind of just show you real quick in different colors. I'm going to use one of the same colors. I used mint macaroon here. You're going to love these names too. Mint macaroon, Sahara sand, petal pink, and this is Calypso coral is what I used for this one. And again, I was thinking these are just fun, bright colors you could give to a teacher. But let's go, not completely classic Christmas, but a little bit more Christmassy. So I'm going to start with my polka dotted cup. And I'm going to move this out of the way. Yes, right-handed, left-handed. Anybody can do this. Okay, so I've inked it up here. And I'm going to stamp. Sorry, that was louder than I thought it was going to be. Now, these come off, the ink starts off darker than, I don't know, darker than what you think it's going to be. I'm going to put one more, over here, off to the side. and then you get off your ink. This is where having your chamois is really nice, because you don't want to just flip it over before you're done. You want to clean it so you don't get ink all over your fingers before you. Now you can just peel it off and stick it on the other side. And now I can make some polka dotted ones with a different color. And it's going in a different direction. How awesome is that? Okay, so that was Lovely Lipstick. Now we're gonna let's do some Night of Navy. And again, you want to make sure you get it all inked up. For some reason, I'm not getting the center. Okay. And I'm going to do one here. Night of Navy, so pretty. And then I'm going to stamp off first and do like a lighter blue one somewhere else here. Where do I want to put this one? Let's put this guy over here. So it's a little lighter. Rinse him off. And then I'll take my striped one and come in with, let's see, just the mint macaroon. I'm all linked up. You just keep me singing, don't you? I'm going to do something similar here. Stamp that down. That was really juicy. And let's see. Stamp off again. Let's put this one over here. Okay. Clean that off, and we'll do a couple more in the petal pink. Yes, I did get it. Your reference to Elvis. Everybody loves Elvis. Ink it up in the petal pink again. There, voila. So you can do, I mean, you don't have to do a whole pattern, but I like mixing different colors. It's fun. And could use my petal pink. Actually, the same one, the pretty label punch that I used to make the little foam. I'm going to stamp. And we'll try Night of Navy. I'm making this up as we go here. I didn't get this far before my mom came to talk about my sister's baby shower that's coming up this weekend. So, stamping in the navy on the petal pink. We'll see what that looks like here. Comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Do, 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 do. And that just seems a little plain to me. Where'd my sponge go? Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to sponge around that. My sponge is shedding. That just gives it a little bit of, and you know what? I'll probably add a little strip of paper underneath that too. I liked how that went. And then put it on top of the mint macaroon color. Have that in the background. And you could make a fun little Christmas one. And with the Christmas one, I don't know, maybe I'll add some holly leaves or something coming out from behind there too. So isn't that fun? With different color combinations? And love that you can reverse the stamp. So you can stamp it in either direction, which is really fun. Brilliant. I think they're going to come out with more stamps that do that, that are reversible, which is kind of cool that it will do that. Now real quick, wanted to talk to you guys about the Christmastime is here. The stamp set is gorgeous. I love this big rose with the pines and the berries. It's just beautiful. It actually comes with stamps that you can stamp over. And for the first time I haven't put the card together yet, but I did just try that out for the first time, actually using the stamps. Now it takes a lot of blocks. I'll just show you here, because so all these individual stamps, I stamped the rose, so the rose fits right over your outline, and I stamped that in petal pink, so a light pink. And then you kind of have to find, so I'm just showing you, you kind of have to find where it matches. And I stamped all the greenery in the light, one of my favorite greens, the soft sea foam. So I stamped those over the outline. And then it just adds that color in. So again, all my greenery I added with the soft sea foam. And then the berries are all I did in Blackberry Bliss. So you kind of have to find where those berries fit. So it takes a little bit of time to find, oh, where do those match? But the finished product is pretty, isn't it? With just that subtle color so I was able to just use my inks and I stamped right over it. Where these are ones that I just, so I stamped the outline in Versamark and did some embossing powder, some white embossing powder, and then I watercolored in it. So there's so many different ways to color these flowers. So you can actually just use the stamps like I just showed you. You can stamp just the outline in watercolor. I used that with the aqua painter. I stamped this in black and then used my pencils, my watercolor pencils. And then the rest of these amazing cards are pretty much just showing off the awesome designer paper that goes with it. It's so beautiful. I got 2 packages right away because this paper is awesome. And the dies are so pretty too that match with this. And there's gold ribbon that goes with it too. Here the flowers embossed in gold. Isn't that pretty? And then I used my blends to color it. So that's another way, using those blends markers. And again, here's the designer paper that our die that cuts out that big flower just matches right over the designer paper. Amazing. It's so cool. Thank you. Aren't they beautiful? These are just so elegant. It's such a beautiful suite. You can get everything in one combo deal. So the stamp set, the designer paper. See if I can find the designer paper. You gotta see these designs. Now, one thing that I love about the designer paper is there's only 3 designs, but it's awesome because you get 4 sheets of each design. So if you love this, you're at least getting 4 sheets of it. Isn't that so pretty? All the gold flecks and the gold foil in it is beautiful. And so not the 3, but the one that has the 2 roses, that matches the dies that will cut it out. On the other side of that is pretty pines and stuff. So Stampin' Up's getting brilliant with that. This strip of paper is this pattern with the gold foil, and then this is on the back. So you get 4 sheets of those. So it's a 12 sheets in the package. These also have that gold foil on it. They're just gorgeous. This paper is so pretty, and the green on the back is so pretty. I love it. So if you want this Christmastime is Here suite, or anything in the suite, I would suggest you use the hostess code and order right on November 1st, or maybe 2nd, but I wouldn't wait long, because this suite is available till supplies last. The last time they had, Stampin' Up! Had an exclusive set, it was, I think they were gone in 1.5 or 2 weeks. So it definitely didn't last the month, which is why I just want to warn, I've already given my hostess, or my club gals, the hostess code. But here's some of those individual things. So if you want everything, I think it's $112 is the whole suite. And that comes with, so that's this number, 153947. And again, November 1st, but that's just around the corner. That's why, because tomorrow is Halloween and it's supposed to snow. But so tomorrow is the 31st. So that means Friday. This Friday is November 1st, and you can order this. This is the whole thing. That comes with a little bracelet too. I wish I could find that box to show you that, but I don't know where it is right now. So it comes with the specialty paper, so 12 sheets of designer paper. It comes with gold glimmer dots. That's what these are. So you get a whole sheet of these cute little glimmer dots that already have adhesive on them, and they're so pretty. The gold shimmer ribbon, and the dies as well that match with the stamp set. And I think I have them in this case here. There's some really pretty dies. I love these dies that cut out the pretty little side, some different shapes to cut out the sentiments, the one that cuts out the big rose, and also this one too. So pretty. So I think it's a great deal for the price that you're getting. 2 cases of stamps. They are just beautiful and, like I said, timeless. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Again, when you get these stamp sets, you can think outside the box. And who wouldn't want a flower any time of the year? And, you know, flowers are any occasion. It could be sympathy, could be wedding, could be congrats, could be birthday, anything. So that's the beautiful Christmastime is Here suite. Oh, I forgot to show you my little, with my cups. I had one more little thing, because I was going to ask, when I made this little box to fit in between the cups, I forgot it gets thinner down at the bottom. Now, I don't think I want to change the size because it'll fit a few little chocolates, or, you know, you could fit a little package of Tic Tacs and then even a couple chocolates in there. These would be cute little favors. But I thought this is something that I might have something like this. I host Thanksgiving every year, and this would be fun little something at everybody's table, saying gather together, with a little bit of chocolate sweets. Could be little truffles, chocolates, could be mints, whatever you want to throw in there. So that's, and I put one on the back, so there's the back and the front look like cups, but I just stamped on the front. So that's super simple, with the cup too. So review. For those of you who came on earlier, I showed you, we just put together this cute little pouch that you could hand to someone. There's so many different ways to use the mug. So even as like a vase with flowers, you can emboss over them, you stamp on them. There's so many different ways to use these mugs for Christmas, for birthday, for thank yous, sending sweet Christmas wishes, and sending you a cup of cheer. And sending you a cup of cheer could be, you know, all winter long, people, right? Love it. So that's the Cup of Christmas bundle. I hope you liked those examples that I showed you. My husband was gone for the last few days, so I stayed up a lot later than normal. I don't sleep well when he's gone. I turn that into more crafting vibe time. Maybe a little bit too much, but that's all right. And okay, so I mentioned the Christmas time is here. the Cup of Christmas we went over, and my November 23rd holiday retreat, just if you are interested in coming, please let me know, and you need to register by November 10th if possible. This hostess code will be good through the middle of November at least. My club doesn't meet till November 12th. So this one will be good for a while. I love all your quotes, Barbara Ann, you're great. So I think my son is probably done, and I could show you more, but again, I don't want to overwhelm you. Oh no, I lied. I did want to show you one more thing. I knew there was something. I did a little quick video of, I did use the time lapse, so I showed you super fast doing the little ombre ink blending. It's so fun. So I started with this piece. I started down, and I started with my lightest color first. So this one is petal pink, and then I did some melon mambo, I think, and then calypso coral, and blended those colors in just with sponges, and then you just dab a little water on there, and the water actually lifts the color. Isn't that fun? So here's one with kind of blue greens. This one, again, I had the piece upside down like this, and I'd start with my calypso color first. Then I used some Bermuda Bay. I used the Pretty Peacock color, and the darker color that you don't go all the way up. So then I used Pretty Peacock, and then at the very bottom I used some Night of Navy. And then you go back even in with some of your colors. And with Stampin' Up! Colors, the ink does dry pretty quickly, so you have to kind of do it fast. And then when you sprinkle the little water on it, and mine went a little crazy, so I got bigger blobs, but I still think it looks pretty with the Santa there. Here's a Christmassy one with the Cup of Christmas, so I did want to show that one too. I embossed in white on the white paper, the Comfort and Joy, and then I used some greens and blended in those greens on the white paper, and then I splotched it. And then I went back, and so if you do that little splotchy technique, I didn't realize it ended up getting the color over the splotches too. But fun green and red. And then, ooh, isn't this pretty? Ooh and ah. To make like a sunset look. This is the silhouette scenes. So you could totally do something here with Keep Dreaming, You Inspire Me with, I love these little kid ones and the swing. This is such a pretty set. So this one I used Together is the Perfect Place to Be, that you could make for an anniversary card, or just give to your hubby. I made one similar to this for our anniversary. And then the splotch thing looks so cool because it almost looks like stars. So this one I used Mango Melody. No, wait, first I used Pineapple Punch, that bright yellow, then Mango Melody, and then the Melon Mambo pink. Then I used some purple, and then I used Night of Navy. So I used 5 colors to make that. And you just keep blending it in, and it's so pretty, isn't it? So that's the ink blending technique, and you always want to move your sponge in circles when you're going on it. And you usually start outside the paper and then go in to kind of draw that color in. And it looks different every time. So I fell in love with this, and I did all of these cards just in the time that Joe was gone. I had fun with the ink blending. My club this is one of the cards that they'll do. We do 2 cards. So this is one that I've designed for my club to do, and we'll do a little ink blending in November. So that was just the ink blending technique. Thought I would show you that. All right, now I'm really done. So, Cup of Christmas. Christmas time is here, sweet. There are a lot of fun things. I know it's hard to choose. So many beautiful things. But I hope that I showed you, once you get a stamp set like that, you're not just stuck in one season. You can use these all year round. They're all very versatile, and you can use them for so many different things. So use this hostess code. Hi, Anne. Use this hostess code, and it won't close out till probably November 14th or 15th. when I go to On Stage, I'm so excited. Stampin' Up! Has their little convention happening that weekend in November, and I'm so excited to go. My Aunt Kathy and I, there's like 16 of us from our group going. I think 8 of them are my downline, I think. So exciting, and thank you for coming along. I will show you, since Anne just came on, final review of this cup of Christmas. It's just so cute. I just love it. And again, I'm not a coffee drinker. I am more a hot cocoa and tea person, but you can use it for so many different things. So thanks for coming along, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Talk to you later. Bye.